Check 1, 2. Huh. What's going on, you guys? What is going on, man? Wow. Is anybody live today with us here in New York City, you guys? This weather, you guys, it's honestly, I cannot, I can't, I don't know what to wear, you guys, honestly. This weather is unpredictable here in New York City. Yesterday, it was below 30 degrees, you guys. It was below 30 degrees. Now all of a sudden, we're in the 60s. I'm not complaining because in the end of the day, we could still ride our scooters in 60-degree weather. But at this point, man, you know, I wish the weather was consistent, if that makes sense. If the weather was a little bit consistent, I would be happy. But unfortunately, here in New York City, that's not how it works. But yeah, you guys, today we're just chilling, honestly. We're just taking a breather. Are we live? Let's see. Stream health. Yep, we are live. We're just chilling today. We're playing some video games. We just, you know, reviewing our work and stuff like that. I've been releasing a lot of videos out lately. I've been releasing so much content this couple of weeks because our main goal, we want to reach 4,000 subscribers. We want to reach 4,000 subscribers, but you know, it is what it is if people don't subscribe. You know, at the end of the day, I can't stress over the fact that, you know, if we don't meet the quota, it is what it is. Let me just check the live stream. What's going on, London? Apollo Go or Segway G2 Max? I mean, it depends, bro. Like, what is your commute? You know, what's your commute like? What's going on, Electric Rider? You always here, bro. We appreciate your support, brother. We appreciate your support. How's that knee going, man? Is everything good on your knee? I know you told us that you're recovering from a knee injury right now. So let us know how you're feeling, man. Yeah, but London, let us know what's your commute like, because honestly, it's all about a perfect. There ain't no perfect scooter. What you need to do is base a scooter on your commute. What are you going to be using it for? Otherwise, you might have a scooter that you might be overdoing it, or you might have a scooter that it's underperformance. So it all depends on the terrain that you gotta ride it on. How frequently you gotta ride it on? Like, how long is your commute? How many miles? Is your terrain have a lot of inclines? Do you have inclines and all that stuff? Because that's all plays a factor, you guys. That all plays a factor. Yes, you could buy a heavy duty scooter and you could call it a day, but then you got a situation that heavy performance scooters, you can't go inside a Target with them or a convenience store or a mall, like things like that. But if you have like a normal cruiser, simple scooter, you could bring that thing into Target and nobody will say anything. Nobody will look at you in a weird way, like especially with security guard. So with that being said, you need to look at your commute. Because if you don't look at your commute and you get a underperforming scooter, you're gonna be stuck with a scooter that doesn't perform towards your advantage, if that makes sense. Nice, you have the cruiser wheel fix. Yeah, we had the eMove cruiser wheel. The misalignment is finally fixed. Let's see. Then we got 8 people in the chat. We got 8 live people with us. What's going on, you guys? It is Tuesday. It's here in New York City. It's 7:17. Let me know. And anybody in the chat section, anybody from Chicago, around in the Mid East, let us know, because we're gonna take a trip to Chicago soon. And we would just want to know the scooter market over there. I was talking to Philippe off camera from Speedway Riders. Philippe, he's told me that the scooter market in Chicago is not that big because of the weather condition. And I was talking to Rican earlier on today that Rican was like, yeah, the weather over there is just terrible. And I was like, it can't be that bad, honestly. It can't be that bad in Chicago. Guys, rewritten in all types of weather here in New York City, like windy, no wind. Let's see what happens. You know, if I gotta ship my Duotron Spider, not the Duotron Eagle Pro, for the people that have not kept up with the channel, we recently, not recently, but a couple of weeks or a month ago, we traded the Duotron Eagle Pro for a Duotron Spider. I know what you guys are saying, Anthony, why did you downgrade? Is because the Duotron Eagle Pro was way too heavy. But the people are wondering, what am I exactly doing right now? We're playing video games right now. We're playing Fortnite. I don't want to put the Fortnite on the chat right here because I know a lot of people is going to tune out. Like, what is he doing playing Fortnite? But that's what we're doing. You know, we're playing Fortnite, and we decided to go live at the same time. But yeah, we did a trade from NYC here in New York City, Manhattan, and they were happy to assist with the trade, and we traded it. I think they already sold the scooter. I think they already sold my Duotron Eagle Pro. Honestly, that scooter had over 5,000 miles. I never had a serious problem with it. I always had, like, you know, the basics problems, like the tires and all that stuff. Hi, I'm from India. Hey, India. Damn, what's the time in India right now? But yeah, we're playing Fortnite. This is my screen right here because I need the audio, you guys. I'm sorry. We need the audio. I got this jerk trying to... Oh, I got two people on mine. But yeah, you guys, we're playing Fortnite here in New York City. We're trying to do two things at once, do the live stream and play Fortnite, you know. Let me just lower the volume of this right here. There we go. But yeah, let me just get my thoughts together because I got like this guy to eliminate. Let's see. We got two people to eliminate. There we go. We got one. We clapped one. Okay. Yeah, so anyways, we traded the Duotron Eagle Pro because it was too heavy. We traded it on NYC. Don, the CEO from NYC, he took good care of us. He's like, yeah, man, that scooter is way too heavy for you, especially when you're lifting the Duotron Eagle Pro 5 flights. 5 flights is not easy, man. And honestly, the Duotron Spider first gen, it's a smooth, comfortable ride. But honestly, you guys, I prefer riding the Duotron Eagle Pro because the Duotron Eagle Pro, it's a longer deck. It has a longer deck, and I'm able to spread my feet more. With the Duotron Spider, however, I feel that both of my feet are too close in together, and with a high performance scooter like the Duotron, I just feel that I don't have a good balance, if that makes sense. I don't have a good balance. So it is what it is, you guys. At least I don't have to break my back with 70 pounds, honestly, because it could have been a lot worse. The Duotron Eagle Pro was a fantastic scooter. It was a little bit rough on the suspensions, though. It was a little bit rough on the suspensions. I'm going to speak facts. The Duotron Spider, however, comparing it, the ride quality, the Duotron Spider has a way better suspensions. I think is because it's a newer scooter. They might upgrade the shocks, but it's a better feeling, like, on suspension wise. But other than the fact that the Duotron Eagle Pro, comparing the Duotron Eagle Pro, that thing has a longer deck, but that thing was stiff on the suspensions. That scooter was too stiff on the suspensions. I remember riding from Manhattan to Brooklyn, almost 15 miles. My back would be in shock, you know, just because of suspensions. But like on the Duotron Spider, is a cushy feeling, and it damps. I don't feel like I'm on a pogo stick, if that makes sense. I do not feel like I'm on a pogo stick with the Duotron Spider. So hopefully that could answer some questions. Let's talk only, don't play games. I want to settle in America, my dream in a rich country. Boy, boy, oh boy, man, you got the pipe dream going on. Harsh from India. You got a pipe dream, meaning the American dream right now in this economy with this whole inflation rate is just a pipe dream, man. Honestly, you're better off anywhere else but the United States right now. I just don't want to get into like finance right now, but I don't know, man. You gotta be working nonstop, man. It's not what it seems to be in the movies and all that stuff. Here in especially in New York City, you're going to be probably miserable in your first couple of weeks here in New York City. I'm gonna be quite honestly, you gotta be really miserable, and especially if you're not used to the code, and if you don't speak English at all, man, here in New York City, especially in New York City, if you don't speak English, you not in New York City, it's gonna be hard finding a job. So make sure you know English. Make sure you know what's the courtesy, not just English, but you also need to know the courtesy, if that makes sense. Especially when you're trying to ride on an electric scooter. Here in the United States, you need to learn English because you need to learn how to read these damn signs. Because then you'd be going the wrong way, and then all of a sudden you get ran over by like a garbage truck or stuff like that. Or even worse, get pulled over by the cops, and they want to give you a summonses. The other day we was watching a food delivery guy. He didn't speak not even a word of English, and the cops wrote him a summons because he didn't have no license plates. He was riding a moped. It is what it is. I was like, wow, man, there's so much crime going on right now in New York City that they rather give tickets to mopeds and stuff like that, if that makes sense. But yeah, it looks like we gotta win this battle royale here, playing this Fortnite game. We only got 4 people right now in the Fortnite game, honestly. But yeah, you guys, we're gonna stop playing video games. This is gonna be my last round, and then we're gonna talk about scooters, because I believe Melvin was in town from VOROMOTORS. They did a group ride. I think they did a group ride. For the people that are joining us, I promise this is gonna be my last round of playing games, and then we gotta get into the live stream. I was playing video games because not that many people showed up, but I see the numbers are popping up. I have seen they give jobs at gas pumps, at petroleum pumps. I think you need to pass a test to do all that stuff. Didn't they have a lot of trouble with the illegal mopeds? Yeah, they still have trouble with illegal mopeds, and I don't know what's gonna happen after January, because after January things is gonna change, especially here in New York City, because Mayor Adams now is showing signs of actually eating up his words, because he was all for the illegals. Now he's like, I want to send back the illegals back, and he has cut the funding. He has cut the debit card funding for the. Oh man, this guy came. Oh my God, this guy came with a katana. But yeah, you guys, let me first do some tweaking on my end so you guys can see my camera. We'll be right back. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back. I just need to do some configuration here so I can share my screen, because we were playing Fortnite, and I know people like Harsh from India. They hate that game. So we gotta remap the whole screen layout, and we gotta talk about politics. Not that much about politics. We're gonna talk about a little bit, a smidget about politics, because there's a lot of changes going on, and this politics is all gonna relate into congested traffic. What's going on, Seattle, George? We're gonna talk about scooters. We're gonna talk about New York City. They're back on the bandwagon to have license plates on electric vehicles such as e-bikes, and most likely, hopefully not, with e-scooters. So we'll be back probably like in a minute or two So go grab a drink, go use the bathroom because you guys do not want to miss this live stream. Hey guys, we are almost getting situated. Just give me like 30 seconds, I promise.
Plates. The idea is to improve pedestrian and rider safety. Here's Eyewitness News anchor Joe Torres.
Who hasn't suffered a close call with an e-bike or scooter? Listen to Robert Shaw's story.
Standing across the street, 8th Avenue, 41st Street, Port Authority, got stabbed in my head by an e-bike. It was on the news. January 26th. Google it.
Did the guy get in trouble?
He got away.
Some city council members want to see legislation designed to prevent the same kind of close calls endured by people like Robert Shaw. At City Hall today, a hearing to examine a proposed bill that calls for the registration and licensing of e-bikes, scooters, and mopeds, a bill not endorsed by the DOT commissioner.
We support the intent of this bill,
So, this guy right here, Danis Rodriguez, is a fucking dirtbag. This guy is a gangster, Dominican mobster, bro. Honestly, this guy is a fucking dirtbag right here, guys. This guy is a dirtbag. This guy is all tigre, you know, meaning gangster in Spanish. This guy is all dirtbag. It's just like the deliverista. They're using the migrants as a political pawn, and it is, you know, it's such a shame what's going on. They use these migrants as a political pawn, honestly, and to get, you know, endorsements, to get funding by the federal government, and now they're trying to, you know, what he's trying to say is that it's gonna attract the illegal immigrants. It's gonna cost a lot of, it's gonna cost so much money and stuff like that. But the fact is that the delivery workers here in New York City, not just the migrants, but everyone, including myself, we're not being regulated. In fact, with crossing the streets and stuff like that, going the wrong way, what they're trying to do, what New York City is trying to pass a bill right now, is for e-bikes and e-scooters, all these PEVs to be license plates, because there has been a lot of incidents. There's been fatal incidents that people have lost their lives because people is a hit and run. And you know, these bikes, especially these delivery bikes, these are vehicles that weigh over 100 pounds. And what's going on is when somebody gets hit and struck, they don't, you know, and they die, they just run away, these guys, you know. And you know, they're scared about getting sued, they're scared about going in jail. Honestly, if you hit and run somebody and they lose their life, that's manslaughter right there. Especially here in New York City, where the laws and regulations are so strict. But anyways, let's just roll the video.
We don't support this bill. As the council member is introducing it today, we are more than happy to work with the council member, to work with the chair and the speaker, and all of you in a comprehensive task force.
But there's no shortage of people who do want the measure passed, especially after the tragic death of Priscilla Loke, a 69-year-old woman struck and killed by an e-bike in Chinatown in September of last year.
Can you imagine, you know, going to heaven and then in the pearly gates. They're asking you what happened to you, why you came to heaven. You get and your excuse was one of your excuses is like you got hit by an e-bike. Man, that's just terrible. It's a shame. It's such a bad way to go. You know, you only live once. You know, guys, you only live once. And then for somebody just to hit you, a delivery rider, hit you that's probably having a $5 order from McDonald's and it's just going the wrong way, and they're racing just to deliver this order, and then boom, you struck a 69-year-old lady. She's probably a grandmother or mother or somebody to some family, and then you killed her. You know, like that's in your conscience. You kill somebody for $5, literally, going the wrong way. It's just nuts.
Those supporters rallied at City Hall before today's hearing.
Today's about accountability. Priscilla Loke was killed. There's never any accountability. Riders flee 90% of the time. But e-bike riders are getting killed too.
We have to know why we have to register it, and if it is safe for our lives, that will be helpful for us.
Opponents of the proposed bill say the licensing of e-bikes would lead to a costly bureaucratic nightmare. But Councilmember Robert Holden, who sponsored the legislation, says the mayor supports his bill, along with a majority of his council colleagues. At City Hall, I'm Joe Torres, Channel.
Here's the issue with this bill, you guys. They've been trying to fight to get this bill approved for like more than 3 times. So 3 times more than 3 years. But here's the bigger problem that nobody. It's all about money, you know. If they put this bill, you know who's gonna get hit the hardest? All these lobbyists, because you got companies like this. Hold on. You have companies like this that are funding these lobbyists. Let's look at it right now. You have companies like these.
There's a new kind of electric scooter you can ride around Chicago, and you might find it a bit more comfortable too.
You have companies like Lime that pour money into New York City. And last thing they need is a license plates on them to get regulated. And what's going to happen? They're going to pull out of New York City and goodbye to all those funding to the lobbyists. You know, that's all it's about. It's about money. That's why this bill has not gotten passed for the past 3 years. But honestly, with the whole fire department involved and with this whole lithium ion, all these breakout fires going on, they might put license plates, man, honestly. All right, let's read a couple of chat section. We got 3 people in the live chat. You have people pay the fee and a lot of people who won't. They want a costly nightmare because it's all about making cash. Exactly, electric rider. It's all about the money. And putting license plates on these electric scooter and e-vehicles is gonna all these rideshare programs like Lime, VO, what's the other one? City Bikes. You know, I don't know about City Bike though, because City Bike has a huge stake here in New York City, a huge stake, and they are going to expand. And I think just alone with City Bike, of not having license plates on City Bikes, it's gonna bring up the cost to the consumers, and probably City Bike. You know what? We'll take our chances somewhere else. You know, and that's what's going on, you guys. It's all about the money in the end of the day. It's all about the money. So let's move on. Not just about this whole pilot program about license plates. The city also is implementing charging stations for food delivery riders. Let's look at that. Let's take a look about that. Yeah, you guys, they're pouring so much money. E-bikes, NYC. There's so much money pouring into the city, guys, and it's going into the wrong hands, unfortunately. Let's see. Come on, my internet. This is what happens when you stream stream, I think I'm gonna have to lower my resolution, bro. Okay? Because honestly, in the end of the day, it's not really that worth it if we're not pulling in that many views, you know. Food delivery, charging, e-bike, battery program. Trying to get this. All right. So New York City Council consider e-bike battery trade-in program. Let's look at that right now. Hold on. This is a crazy program, man. You trade in your basically you trade in your e-bike or your scooter that is not certified to a certified e-bike battery. So let's look at that. You probably pay like a stipend, like a $700, like a difference of it. You know, your boy Anthony was about to do it, but then I don't want to have an e-bike that weigh over 100 pounds. But let's look at this video real quick.
Takes up e-bike battery danger. There have been deadly fires and lots of property damage.
Natalie Dudridge has more.
This morning, the FDNY removed an e-bike battery from an apartment fire on Sedgwick Avenue in the Bronx.
The battery is no stop. Charge, fire.
This year alone in New York City, lithium-ion batteries have caused 63 fires and have killed 5 people, including a 7-year-old boy and his 19-year-old sister, who were killed in their Astoria, Queens home last week.
To prevent tragedies, City Council is considering 2 pieces of legislation. One is a battery trade-in program.
Creating a program where somebody who has an unsafe, uncertified battery right now can come and trade it, and they will get a safe battery.
And if passed, they could do it for free or low cost. A second bill would mandate that businesses that use e-bikes must provide workers with fireproof containers to charge their batteries.
A bag to put the charger in, the battery in while it's being charged, and that if it got into thermal runaway and started to burn, that it would not spread. Unfortunately, we have not found anything that meets that. It hasn't been developed yet.
If and when it's developed, Westville Restaurant and Hell's Kitchen, which employs their own fleet of e-bike delivery workers, says it would be on board.
We do definitely talk to our own team at least about safety and making sure that they understand why we're putting these rules in place.
Last month, Mayor Eric Adams signed several e-bike safety bills into law, including requiring lithium-ion batteries sold in New York City to be certified and also to make it illegal to refurbish batteries.
I get a good quality batteries.
Okay.
That's why I don't use the cheap ones, because we already know that's dangerous.
The city says they want to make sure e-bike delivery workers like how.
Bro, that e-bike right there, it looks sketchy as fuck, but oh man.
Alfonso can do their jobs and use basic equipment like batteries risk-free. In Manhattan, Natalie Dudridge, CBS 2 News.
Yeah, it's a pilot program that they want to start doing, and they also want to start doing a charging. They want to start putting charging hubs, so that way food delivery riders could pay like $2 for every charge, basically. $2 is cheap though.
Mayor Adams today announced plans to launch a new lithium-ion battery charging
pilot program.
City will test new technologies allowing delivery to workers to charge batteries outside. The program includes fast charging docking stations and battery swapping networks. The mayor is hoping it will help stop deadly lithium-ion battery fires.
So this charging cabinet is basically, you put these charging cabinet, these lockers actually, you grab, let's suppose, a battery, a e-bike battery, and you put it into these lockers, you connect them into the outlet, and it charges. Here's the thing, you guys. I have personally seen these charging lockers around my neighborhood. They only have like 4 in the whole entire New York City, but they're so tucked away. What's gonna happen is, once they start going full throttle with this program, and you start implementing all these batteries, these lockers are gonna be open like a can opener, basically, because New York City is high theft. Look what happened to Revel. If you guys are not familiar with Revel Revo used to be a company, a rideshare program that they had mopeds, electric mopeds. And what happened was people here in New York City in the concrete jungle stole them. They robbed them. They robbed all those mopeds, you guys. All those mopeds in New York City. They robbed them, and the company just went bankrupt. They just, they ended. They didn't went bankrupt. Let me just take that word back. They changed their work model, basically. They got rid of the mopeds and they brought in the Teslas, which is still a big failure because not that many people take Tesla's cab. They're too expensive. They're uncomfortable. So yeah, you guys, that's what happened. And Lime also brought them too, and it was a big failure. It was a huge failure. And what happened was here in New York City, the people started, trashing them, vandalizing them, doing all sorts of bad, evil stuff to these mopeds, especially people that have cars. They ripped them into pieces. They threw them in the middle of the street. They threw them over the Hudson River. I don't even know. I wish I have a submarine so I could look how many e-bikes and e-scooters and rideshare programs are in the bottom of the Hudson right now in the Hudson River. But yeah, they stole the batteries of all these moped scooters because, again, you can't have nice things here in the city. But that exactly what's gonna happen with this type of system right here. And I don't want to be the negative Nancy, but I just know so much about New York City, you guys, that I just I could predict the future. And 8 out of 10, I don't want to sound cocky, but sometimes I'm right on these things, But yeah, you guys, this is a huge bad idea. I think, with this type of system is a bad idea. There is a better system. Let's see if they show the other better locker.
In the city, there have been so many of them. The fires are blamed for at least 18 deaths in the city this year. The program is expected to launch early next year. And battery swapping networks. The mayor is hoping it will help stop deadly lithium-ion battery fires in the city. There have been so many of them. The fires are blamed for at least 18 deaths in the city this year. The program is expected to launch early next year.
Felipe is in the house, you guys. Honestly, you guys, that sort of certification of U.S. certified batteries is all a fucking scam. I'm sorry. I think it's all a scam, honestly. Because, you never know. Like, maybe what happens if you just grab a label and then just and just swap out labels and put like, yo, this scooter certified. Look at the label right here. You know what I'm trying to say? We got ETA on the EUC is popping on their feed. We asked ETA EUC, man, like when we gonna collab, bro. He doesn't want to collab for some obvious reasons. I'm not sure, but let's look at ETA on the EUC, bro. He made $30 per hour on Uber Eats. What is his trick, bro? That's crazy.
I got a matching order right now for $12. Going to Shake Shack now. Shake Shack. I'm not even sure if I've ever had Shake Shack.
Oh shit.
A better question, Electric Rider. Would you rather buy, here's a good question, you guys. Would you rather buy a Panasonic battery or LG's battery, right, from probably like 4 years ago? The battery is brand new, but it's from 4 years ago. It doesn't have these labels of UL certified. Or would you rather buy a generic battery that says UL certified. So you got a brand new battery that has generic cells from an unknown, not a unknown company, a company that just started, put it like that, and it's UL certified, versus a 5-year-old battery, but it's new though, it's brand new, from Panasonic or LG. It's not about picking your poison, if that makes sense. So that's what I'm saying, you guys. Like, UL certified. Any company could just grab those, especially in China, because let's face it, everything is made in China. And, the fake Jordans that you buy are being made in the same factory that the real Jordans are being made. Put it like that. The fake Gucci bags that you get are being made in the same factories that the real Gucci bags are being made, if that all makes sense. It's all about a reputable company, It's all about a reputable company. Don't buy these cheap scooters, guys, or cheap e-bikes. And please stop Frankensteining these batteries, man, for unreputable shops. Here's the thing, guys. Like, I get it doing Uber Eats for the content, but guys, take your time, bro. I'm seeing ETA and the EUC, doing way too much. I feel like he's doing way too much especially with a unicycle, bro. Like with the EUC, bro, in the city, doing deliveries. That's a lot. That's a lot of focus power right there, you guys. Because what happens if you need to stop in the nick of time? You need to swerve. It's not about stopping on the EUC. I trust LG, Samsung, or Panasonic because they have quality control. So here's the thing, you guys. Right there, he's going through he's going through red lights right there. Guys, you're getting paid by the hour. Why are you just crossing through red lights, honestly? Like, just hang in there, guys. I don't know. Probably he does it for the content. Probably he does it, to get the ball rolling and all that stuff. But honestly, I won't be when I'm out there, you guys, we are stopping at every yellow light turning into red, honestly. I'm not gonna, run a red light, and all of a sudden, I'm 10 minutes earlier than I'm supposed to be, and then the order is only $5. I'm not doing all that, you guys. We're milking the system, because in the end of the day, we don't get tips. If all that makes sense. But yeah, you guys, we went live for a couple of how long have we been going live? We almost went live for an hour. It's dinner time, you guys. 8 o'clock dinner time. We have several videos right now. Several videos. This is ETA on the EUC, you guys. Subscribe to his channel. He mainly does Uber Eats, DoorDash, food deliveries on an electric unicycle, on the EUC. Pretty cool content. This kid, super cool dude. Hopefully we will collab someday. It's pretty difficult on his end and on my end to link up and all that stuff. But yeah, you guys, we have several videos going on right now. If you have not watched those videos, my internet is super slow right now. But come on, internet. Please, please, please go on the channel after you guys watch this video, after you guys watch this live stream. We have a lot of videos right now, and the videos are not doing so well because we're just going right after another. I'm not sure right now with the YouTube algorithm. Sometimes it's like lightning in the bottle, like Rican was saying, because look at these thumbnails, you guys. Look, these thumbnails are freaking legit. We're paying Adobe for these quality thumbnails, man. These thumbnails are nice compared to the old ones that we used to do. So far, like I said, you know, it is what it is. Sometimes it's all about consistency. But if you guys have not watched the recent videos, please do so. We have good videos coming out. The video that's gonna come out next, probably this week, is probably gonna be the ZT3 review, and it's not gonna be just a ZT3 review. We're gonna do a comparison, contrast versus the ZT3 Segway versus the G2 Max versus the VOROMOTOR eMove Cruiser version 2, and then we got videos like this, a live reaction about food delivery going wrong. You know, it's all about that. You know, we're showing you guys the vlog of the eMove Cruiser version 2. For the people that don't know, if you guys keep up with the channel, we finally got it fixed, but we're going to show you guys how our journey getting it fixed with the eMove Cruiser version 2. So anyways, shout out to Electric Rider, Philippe, Harsh, and Seattle George for making it through the live stream and the live chat. Anyways, we're getting out of here because I am starving. I need to eat a late dinner here. But anyways, as always, ride safe and stay safe.